What's up, everybody? Welcome to Official Thanks. It's your boy Ib. Some know me as Karan. You know how I be. Um, what I'm doing with Official Thanks, I actually got a segment that I'm dedicating solely to Essex County athletes. For those who don't know, Essex County, New Jersey, northern New Jersey, one of the counties of northern New Jersey here. Just just being an athlete up in Essex County, just meant the world to me as far as just playing sports, whether we talk about little league or what have you, straight through high school or, just it meant the world to me. And even being past high school, I always just kept track as far as what was going on, the pulse as far as all kind of sports and those who was doing anything, they want to in Essex County. Like I said, it means the world to me. Again, my little minor accolades or whatever in some of the sports, which is driven by just wanting to be one of those competitors in Essex County. Now, even with this being said, these segments, the Essex County athlete, don't necessarily mean they had to do their thing and organize sports or what have you, but it was just that athlete. Could have been that my man or that female around the way, that something just happened. They just didn't make that turn, whatever the case is, but was just crazy, crazy nice with it. So this is me paying homage to them, because again, I think it was just one of those things here, like, idolize is such a big word, but I really was very appreciative as far as just, watching, different athletes come in and out of Essex County here. So, my first guest actually on this segment that I'm doing about, Essex County athletes here is actually hell of an athlete. Jason Curry, he's at Montclair High. He'll share his life, what have you. He thinks he's coming on here just to, just talk about playing sports, his experience in Montclair, but he don't know. I looked up to him, though we the same age, same grade, but it was just one of those things here. I just felt as though, I had to just stay, step for step, or at least close to it, as far as, he done did a lot of great things, not only on the athletic field, but off the athletic field. But like I said, I'm just very proud of, not only athletically, but actually with Jay, we actually got a different kind of history as well, too, that we'll share. So, again, I'm just waiting for Jason to jump on. But again, this is my segment, my Essex County athlete section, as far as part of my official things here. So we'll get right to it.
What's up, man?
Hey, nothing, man. How you been?
I'm good, man. Good. Just trying to stay COVID free out here in LA. It's crazy out here.
Yeah. How's the family life, man? Everybody good? How's the dad life, man? He got you working, huh?
Oh yeah, Stacy said hi. Yeah. He's doing well, man. My Stacy and my mother-in-law do the bulk of the work, so they do the heavy lifting, I guess. But I'm here to help out whenever they need me. But I can't do all the mothering stuff that be going on. I see all the mothering and the holding and the coddling. It's like it's that's what mothers do. So I just recognize my place.
Yeah, you find your lane and you get in and leave it at that. And
yeah. I figure Stacey tells me as he gets older, he's going gravitate more to me. As a guy, as the father. But right now, it's the mother and the baby and thing. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah. So how's your family? How's everybody doing?
Everybody's good, man. Thank you. We holding up on like you just said, this whole pandemic, COVID thing, man. Just trying to adjust and maneuver like everybody else, man. Like everybody else.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, man. I appreciate, man, y'all taking some time out, man. I know you're busy, man. Like I said, when I text you, as far as just my little project, it's kind of just something I'm just doing, like this athletes, as far as it's kind of a nostalgia kind of kick to it as well, as far as just your experience, just playing sports and growing up playing sports. So it's really no Q&A kind of thing, more of a conversation, man. But if it was a question to ask, just kind of like, how was it for you playing sports in Montclair? If I was just to leave it open-ended like that.
I mean, it was cool. I mean, I played it's funny, I played mostly baseball, I guess, in Montclair growing up. I played Little League baseball up throughout, Little League and the travel team. I forgot what they called it. It might have been like Legion, Legion baseball. I played a little bit of football too, Cobras. You knew about Cobras. But I only played like 1 year of Cobras growing up. And then, bulk of my work was done in high school. And basketball, I played at St. Paul's Church.
St. Paul's, years Bingo on them,
St.
right?
Paul's Church. With Bingo, Coach Pelham. Got to play with them and a bunch of other dudes from around town. And then, just going to Montclair High. And then that's kind of where, for me, was probably the bulk of my, the work that I did. And most of my memories probably come from high school in Montclair. So, but
now, when did you start playing in high school? Basketball too? Didn't you you did youth games and all that stuff too? I think, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't really. Well, I guess I played youth games, but that was with East Orange. But I guess because East Orange was small, they gave you that thing. I think there's like a 20-mile radius. Yeah. That's where they were the looping cats from Jersey City. We played with a bunch of St. Anthony's dudes. Mm-hmm. But I left that out. But that was actually, I think, going into after the summer after my freshman year in high school, I think that was when I played youth games. So that was a great experience. I mean, played with dudes like, Roger Rhodes, who ended up being an All-American at St. Anthony's, went to University of Kentucky, a parade All-American. Jaleel Roberts ended up going to University of Wisconsin to play basketball. Then I think he ended up at Seton Hall, transferred to Seton Hall. Billy Lovett, who was a very good player at St. Anthony's, ended up going to Fordham and doing some work there. I think now he's coaching. So it was Alan Watson. This is Catholic.
Catholic, yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of other cats, man. Yeah, we had a nice squad. That was a good squad. Yeah, we ended up winning the youth games that year. We beat Washington D.C. in the finals.
Okay.
So, that was a great experience. Yeah, I love that. I forgot. Damn, I didn't realize you knew I played youth game.
Yeah, there was the DC. I'm sure there was somebody on there that was big, that became big time. You remember anybody?
I think there might have been. My roommate from college is from that area, from the Washington D.C. Maryland area. There might have been a dude, but I think maybe Dwayne Simpkins might have been on the team. I think.
Remember that name went to Maryland or something like that?
Yeah, went to Maryland. I think just from talking to my friend Reggie. But like in those, I was a good high school player. Them cats was on different levels than me. So, but I mean, just from, I think, a couple dudes may have went to Maryland, were on that squad. So we had a nice squad, and we beat them in the finals. A competitive game, and that was probably the best. That was probably the best basketball team I've ever been a part of. Just individual talent and stuff like that. Yeah, that was a good team. Sandy Hunter was one of the coaches. Craig Brandon, Coach B, was one of the coaches. So we had a lot of fun down at I think it was down in Townsend. I think it was at Townsend State.
Oh, so y'all beat them like on their home turf practically, pretty much.
Yeah, we beat them down there. We played at Townsend State, and we went through the whole week. I think we might have went 8-1 or something like that. We lost one game. Can't even remember who we lost to. But after that, we ran the table, and we were pretty. Yeah, we had a nice squad. Yeah, so it was a big thing. I think that might have been the only time they won. They won youth games basketball, I think.
Okay, and then you mentioned high school. Obviously, I mean, you sound like obviously. I mean, I know, but that's kind of when things probably just took off from you. You started playing. I'll start with because I know it's a 3-sport thing with you here. So all of them, you pretty much started playing varsity, give or take, sophomore year? All of them? Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, I football, I was on a freshman. I started freshman, then I moved up to end of the year. They used to move up freshmen to the varsity to practice. So I got moved up. I was playing O-line at the time. It's funny. I was about to
throw that out there. Some people probably don't even know that.
I went from O-line to the next year, starting on varsity as my split time of varsity probably. So I ended up playing tight end. And then after that, my junior and senior year, I was a wideout. So I played varsity baseball. I didn't play freshman baseball. I got moved up to JV right away. I started JV.
Okay.
And after that, I was a 3 starter in baseball. In basketball, yeah, I started JV my freshman year, played a little varsity.
Okay.
And then after that, my sophomore year moving forward, I was starting for basketball too. So a nice little run.
Yeah, no, man. And even in that conference you guys was in, I mean, it was competitive. You figure you got the Patterson boys, Bergen Catholic, I believe. Was it
we had
Bosco and all of them too, right?
Yeah. We had Bergen Catholic. We had BC. We had Patterson Eastside, Kennedy, Barringer, I think was in the division.
Right.
We had some nice competition that we went through. And that's even before you get to the county. So once you get to the county, you get to the county tournament, you got to go up against some nice squads. So
even in high school, if I was to ask one of your favorite high school moments, what would it be athletically?
Ooh, wow. That's a good one. One of my favorite ones, I think obviously I'm playing in, even though it's kind of weird because we lost the game, but the Randolph game we played in high school was memorable just because people still talk about that game 30 years later. So I take pride in having played in it. Mm-hmm. Even though it didn't, we lost, controversially. But that's a good memory. I think making it to the Final Four of the county tournament in basketball my senior year, make it to the semis. Yeah. And going down to Essex County College and playing. We ended up losing to Essex Catholic. But I think that was a highlight too, man. Because that was I grew up kind of seeing Montclair, Fred Matthews,
Matthews,
that they went to, watching them kind of hoop out, and they would win the tournament. But it was nice to kind of at least have that experience. I remember seeing my freshman year, Bingo, Coach Severa he drove us around to the different county tournament finals. And I remember seeing, I went down to I went to Essex County College for the final with Bingo, and the gym was packed. This might have been my freshman year, my sophomore year.
Okay.
And, Bingo was just trying to give you a little taste of it. And because after that, we ended up bouncing from there to the Passaic County finals.
Oh, so I went to different county. Okay.
Yeah, different county. So we ended up checking out, in Essex County, it was Eric Williams, from Shabazz. I think he was a beast, and he ended up going to Providence and played in the league for a number of years. Yeah. And then Patterson Eastside, they had James Scott.
I remember him. I remember that name.
Yeah, James Scott was that dude. Pat Eastside, he was the truth. He ended up going to St. John's. I think he had a cup of tea. I think in the NBA for a minute, But I think that was probably baseball. A whole nother story. We weren't very good at baseball as a squad. Not too many memories there, but basketball wise, it probably was just the making to the ECT semis.
And it's crazy you mentioned Essex Catholic. Y'all lost to them. They had their way with Montclair schools that year because we lost to them in the first round. They ran us right out the gym, man. It was like it's about like it's like 30 at least easy 30, 40 point. They blew us right out the gym, man.
Because they had
Rashawn. Rashawn. He was young. I think he was like a sophomore.
Yeah, Yasin was on the youth games team too with me. I forgot to mention him. He was on. We had the Essex County Essex Catholic backcourt on my youth game squad too. Okay. So they were good. They had the young cat, I think Palmer.
Rashawn Palmer. Yeah,
he was a young cat then, I think.
Yeah, Bonaventure's and all that stuff. Yeah, he's a sophomore. Yeah, they had a good run. They had a good run. And I was trying to stay away from the Randolph game, but you brought it up. I know it's the obvious. I mean, when we talk about Montclair, and I know that keeps y'all out of the conversation as far as the best team ever at Montclair High, because I'm sure folks are saying y'all didn't finish the deal. So that's kind of everybody got their opinion. Everybody got their opinion on that. And I know it was interesting, even that article that came out, what was it, about within the last year when they I know they tracked you down, a few guys down about that. Interesting. They tried to spin it how they played on people's lives.
They spent it a way that I wasn't expecting. I didn't like how they tried to take it with Lamont, but it is what it is. But,
Yeah.
In fact, people still talk about it. You know, it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah. Nah, and also too, and again, I'm not gonna take too much of your time, but the other reason I wanted to get you on here, that was kind of like, I'm using baseball now. That was my curve to get you on here. What I wanted, I know we got a interesting kind of history here. One, as far as obviously, I've seen you a couple of years ago being out in California, but I know also too, like we was in kindergarten together. Go back. This is 40 years. This is like 40 years. Obviously, there've been gaps, but I just kind of to bring it up to speed, man. Like I said, this is kind of my little project I'm doing, just reaching out like to Essex County, like athletes that I admired and pretty much I idolize is a strong word, but damn near close to a J. I think I tried my best to parallel what you were doing. Granted, you was at a bigger school, and obviously,
you were the man,
no, but I just but I wanted to share. I mean, like I really, really was inspired just throughout, man. Throughout high school, man, just to kind of see what you were doing and everything.
We played North-South. I'm sorry to interrupt. We played North-South together too.
Yeah, we was on North-South.
Yeah, we were North-South. Yeah, we played North-South together too.
We played North-South together, man. But I think, and then actually, I had one of my Cobra coaches on. This is probably, a few last week or so. But like I shared with him, I shared with you. Like you mentioned Cobras. Like my dream was always to have that Mounties across my shoulders and the back. That was like this. And it was interesting. You talk about how the coaches are just influential, taking you to different things. I just remember Lee. I don't know if you remember Lee Martin. He's actually a police officer in
I remember Lee.
But Lee used to just take us to Montclair High games. This is when they was redoing Whitman, and so they was playing over in Foley for a minute. As far as me being kids, and you mentioned Fred Matthews. I remember going to the Union Montclair High game. Tony Stewart breaking that run in the mud. I remember all of that. Just again, I think it was just kind of like, damn, I couldn't wait to just throw on one of those jerseys. But obviously, that didn't happen. I mean, I went to the parochial school down the street here, but that didn't take away from when y'all lost. I felt like I lost because I mean, not only you, but just the rest of the guys that I came up with playing. Look, I knew everybody. You know what I mean? And then even to go to to see the whole run, going to the games, the state playoff games. I'm like, damn, I should be out there. I felt that I used to joke around with myself like I needed to be out there, and I don't know whose spot I would have been playing, but I would have been playing somewhere. But
you'd have been playing. It would have been interesting like that between you and Pot going from quarterback. It was I don't know.
No, hands down Pond. Hands down Pond. No ifs, ands, or buts. And no ifs, ands, or buts. I think the shouter just took my butt over the defense and figured it out.
Yeah.
I'd have figured out. No, that's hands down. I mean, I know who Pond. Pond is to Montclair, man, and that was from day one.
Yeah.
That was kind of one of those things. No ifs, ands, or buts. You knew who the quarterback was when he was around.
Yeah.
That's no. But I just no ifs, ands, or buts. But I just think I just say to you, man, like I said, it was just a pleasure like watching you and just seeing everything. And then to even go even further, obviously you going over to Rutgers and I just kind of keeping an eye on how you've been doing or what have you. And then I even taking even more of a step further outside of athletics, just the person you become, man. And I think it was really, my wife was really, wow, like you really got some good people that when we went out to California, like I said, we caught up with you and Stacy and everything. But I just say, obviously the attorney life that you done took on as far as, becoming an attorney in different venues and different arenas, whether it was it a prosecutor, I believe, right? Or
I was a prosecutor before I moved to California. I was a prosecutor for about 5 years. I did defense work before that.
Mm-hmm. And then also prosecutor. And then even all some other legal work you've been doing, whether it's UCLA or whether, no matter what discipline it was in, man, like it's just been great just to see. And again, obviously, these social media platforms keeps us in the loop with everybody. And we know some people just be a little extra with stuff that they think they're doing, but they're actually not. But I mean, everything with you has just been all facts, man. And then you love your family, man. You love Rutgers, no matter what kind of year they having. But I just think it's just been great. I mean, the follow you in that sense, man. Just let you know, man. I'm very appreciative to know you, but also to have watched just your whole development and even athletics. It was great just to watch watch you, man, and just kind of, I think obviously we knew every Thursday, outside of the Star Ledger, we knew that every Thursday Montclair Times was coming out. Steve Tober had nothing to do but write about you guys. You know what I mean? So it was great just to even pick up the paper every
Steve
Thursday.
Tober, that's funny.
Yeah, just to pick up the paper or even, so Jay, honestly, I like I said, just flattered to know you and also just to get to see you perform and everything else here, man. I just wanted you to know, like I said, my curve was to kind of just have you talk about, obviously playing sports in Montclair, what have you, but my other is to let you know how appreciative I am of you and just thankful to just got to see you perform, man.
No, I appreciate it, man. It's kind words. I appreciate it. I got a lot of respect for you, type of man you become. You did your thing athletically too. I mean, every time I turn around, there was pictures of you in the Star Ledger or the Montclair Times too. So I mean, you were the man at Immaculate. So, but yeah, you developed into a great man. I mean, you obviously do a lot of great things. I see the stuff that you're posting, the programs that you're putting on. The positivity that you put forth in your life, it's clear you got a big heart, so I admire, the things you've accomplished, the man you've come. So, it's a mutual thing. So, I appreciate it. So let's just keep doing it.
Absolutely.
I understand, like say gaps and stuff happen, but if you need me, I like doing stuff like this. I remember, I think you reached out to another event you had online. I think it was a men's group thing I couldn't participate in because that was kind of interfering with work and stuff. So, but if I can, I'm more than willing to jump in and help out and participate. So, I appreciate it, man.
Nah, definitely, thank you, man. And I know for me, the backbone of a lot of those life skills that we learned playing sports, man, like how we just take it in the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
The professionally, and then even as parents, I mean, you're figuring it out now, but some things just like, hey, I might need to call audible on this station. I got this, when I'm talking about with my wife, I need audible this with the kid, like, or but other life skills as far as we're gonna see it through, as far as that competitiveness, but also just different things as far as the parallels that sports and life in real life actually bring, man. Like I don't know where I would be without playing athletics, I think, because again, I think that was just like a big part of my life as far as from the day I started playing Little League throughout, man. And I stick with it. And again, obviously, we could go analogy crazy talking about it, but I think sports has definitely played a big part in regards to where I'm at today.
I agree. I mean, not only has sports taught you, competition stuff like that, but it's one of the things that sports has taught me is it's taught me how to lose and get back up. I mean, because I've failed a lot, I've done some things, I was successful athletically. I had some good things happen to me, obviously, but I also had some failures. I had a lot of failures, and professionally, you take some L's. Sure. Things don't work out for you, and even relocating to California, trying to rebuild, not really having the connections out here, and having to kind of rebuild, start from scratch and rebuild my career. It was challenging. I had a lot of setbacks, and I think sports has actually helped me. The failures that I had in sports helped me prepare for the failures I would have as an adult. How you don't, you just get back up and you just keep moving forward. You dust yourself off and keep moving forward, so you don't stay down. So, I mean, I agree with you. The sports, I don't know where I'd be without it. My son, I want to instill that in him. I'm hoping that he's an athlete. And wants to participate in athletics, but we'll see. But it's been beneficial to say the least.
Totally.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate, like I said, for taking a few minutes, man, just to talk and chop it up for a quick minute, man. But like I said, I'll hold you to that favor if I need one.
Definitely.
But in the same, irregardless, though, thank you, man, just for being you and what you've done. And like I said, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problem.
So we'll talk soon. Again, tell Casey I said hello, and again,
hit me up. You need anything? Anytime.
All right, no doubt, Jason.
All right, we'll do. Tell family I said hello.
Absolutely.
Right.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, peace. Yeah, definitely. Just no better way to start that off, actually, with Jason, man. Like I said, it's a weird connection as far as that goes. Weird, but great as far as knowing him 5, 6 years old, but just seeing just, on the progression and things he's done with his life. And like I said, and athletically, just being on that, on a different level as far as playing or what have you, and things that he's accomplished and what athletics has actually helped him do, as he alluded to here. So this is official thanks. My hand over my heart. That means I feel you. This is my Essex Catholic. Why I keep saying Essex Catholic, Essex County athletics segment here. So we'll talk. That's what it is. All right.